I'm Monique Soltani. I'm a wine expert, a journalist, and I'm thirsty for life. This is Wino TV. Done, right? Where culture. Do you know that song? Was it that total eclipse of the heart?
I do know that song.
How does it go?
Just like you.
Yeah, that's it. That's how it goes. And agriculture come together. You probably know by now that August 21st, there's going to be a total eclipse of the sun. But what you probably don't know, or you haven't really thought about, is the role that the moon plays when it comes to winemaking. So I'm so excited today because I am sharing a sip and spacing out with Peter of Spellbound Wines. We are talking all about the sun, the moon, and the stars, and of course, the wine. I totally dig your name, Spellbound. How'd you guys come up with that?
Well, actually, the definition of spellbound is to be completely encapsulated or drawn to something almost by magical force. And why we don't believe our wines are magical, we do believe if you're enjoying a glass, you may become spellbound.
Oh, I'm totally spellbound right now, can you tell? A lot of times people don't think about the moon. Can you talk a little bit about it, the role of the moon when it comes to winemaking?
Well, the moon plays just as much role as the sun does. It has all that cool energy to keep the temperature low for the grapes and help preserve all those wonderful flavors.
Walk me through what it's like when you're out there and the moon is shining and you're picking the grapes.
Yeah, it's gone back to my family roots. I've grown up amongst wine grape growers, and in the evening, whenever a moon would come up over the foothills, we would all take a break and we'd just sit there and watch the moon. It was just quite amazing.
And this is kind of a silly question, but we have the eclipse coming up. Does that play any role in the harvest? Is it going to change? Is this going to be like the eclipse wine? Is it going to taste any different, or is it just for fun?
It's going to be for fun. I mean, it doesn't really affect the overall harvest. It's just a short time span. It's just going to be amazing to watch.
Yeah, and you guys are going to have some fun parties around it, though, right? So you guys have got some kind of viewing parties and just some fun stuff that you have coming up, wrapped up with the eclipse. Tell us, what are you all doing for it to celebrate? How are you going to celebrate?
Well, on the 21st, I will be definitely watching the solar eclipse. We're going to have some viewing parties all across the path of totality, I think it's called.
Is that what it's called? The path of totality. I love it. Okay, we're going to Google that to make sure you were right. The path of totality.
We're having some really cool viewing parties, one actually in Salem, Oregon. It's the Indigo Dark Festival, and we'll have all of our Spellbound wines being poured there, and everybody's going to enjoy the solar eclipse.
I love it. And when you do have the solar eclipse, you have to do something. You can't just like look at it, right? You can't just like look at the sun, or what'll happen? Your brain will explode. You'll go blind. What happens if you look at the sun?
You'll burn your eyes out.
Your eyes will burn out of your head if you look at the sun. I'm kidding. I don't know. Please, like, again, with the Google, I don't know if that's true, if your eyes are going to burn out of your head. But you do need some special viewing glasses. I know NASA's website said they do that. So talk to us about the glasses, because I think you guys have some.
Yeah, we've got these special limited edition glasses. I brought some for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
oh my God, you can't see it. I mean,
yeah, it's absolutely.
You can literally see nothing. Oh, this is like blind tasting to the extreme. Okay, I have to take them off. Yeah. Okay, so this is what you need to look through.
Absolutely.
Do you know why? I know you're not a scientist. Well, you're a winemaker, so you're kind of a scientist. But why do you need to wear them so dark like that?
Well, and when you're staring up at the sun, it's so bright that actually you will be able to see the sun. You will be able to see the solar eclipse happen.
The eclipse is a couple weeks away, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about Spellbound Wines.
So Spellbound Wines are sourced throughout California. We really try to encompass those warm days and those cool nights that give us those beautiful balanced wines, expressive wines, and approachable wines.
Well, you say approachable, and that's one of the things that I love about Spellbound Wines. Obviously, you're getting a high-quality wine for a really great price. We're looking at under about $15 a bottle. We have two wines here. We have a Chardonnay and a Petite Syrah. Talk about how you guys are able to make high-quality wines and keep them affordable.
Well, it's actually the nighttime harvesting that helps out with that. It really cools the grapes down, and it helps to preserve all those wonderful fruit flavors in the wine. The areas from which we source all through California really make these wines just the best they can be.
So talk to me a little bit about your background. Obviously, winemaking is in your blood.
My family was growing wine grapes back in the 60s and 70s, and I've been in the wine industry now for 9 years, making wine for small family wineries in Northern California. I joined Spellbound in 2016 as a winemaker. I get to work alongside master winemaker Tony Coltrane, who's been making wine in the Napa Valley since the 1970s.
You have a lineup of 4 wines. Tell us about the 4 wines, and then we're going to try 2.
Well, we've got the Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Chardonnay, and Petit Syrah. 2016 Chardonnay from Spellbound. It's got wonderful tropical notes, some nice toasty oak.
And what would you pair with this besides a total Eclipse?
I would pair something like a salmon or any kind of pasta.
Any kind of pasta. Okay, fantastic. And let's move on to the Petit Syrah. We don't always get to try Petit Syrah, so this is fun.
Yeah, Petit's one of my favorites, actually. This is the 2015 Petit Syrah. It's got a lot of black fruit, dark blueberry notes to it, a lot of nice vanilla notes as well, yeah.
And what do you pair with Petit Syrah?
I like to pair any meat with this wine.
Any?
It's just so big and it's so lush, it can really pair well with meats and barbecue.
I was looking closely at your label. It's really cool. Can you talk to us a little about it? Because I think you used to have a different label, didn't you? This is new, yes?
This is a new label. Our old label only had 1 partial moon, and with the new label we wanted to embrace more phases of the moon, which you can see there's more phases. And we actually changed the Chardonnay label. We made it a white label on gold to help kind of reflect the freshness of Chardonnay.
Let's do a cheers. Of course, do you know that song? Was it that Total Eclipse of the Heart?
I do know that song.
How does it go?
Just like you
Yeah, that's it. That's how it goes. Do you have a cheers or a toast? Anything you say around your house or at Spellbound?
Yeah, we like to say santé, actually, but it's a Swiss cheers.
Santé is Swiss? Now, see, I thought santé was, wait. Oh, I was thinking slancha. Santé!